You're welcome.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. And let's get ready now. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen 'cause I'm doing it wrong. Let's see if this jumps over to the right screen. Hello, everything's going weird tonight. Basically, we're doing live game coding again. And the live game coding this time will be via an IBM compatible PC, because let's go back to how we used to call things. And it will be for a multi-platform game. So the idea is we're going to be making a game called Roland Rescue Redux. And it's like an enhanced version of Roland Goes Rescuing 2, which was the game that we coded a few games ago now. My goodness, it's been a while. And the idea is that basically, because I can do it on the PC, we can do it multi-platform via Amstrad and Spectrum. I believe we can also do some others. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and bring this PC back to life from screensaver mode. There we go. So let's do this. What if I just had... Okay, fine. Oh, that's fine. Okay, so the idea is that we're going to be doing this via the PC. I'm going to have to move my screen over to here. Let me see if I get this right. Is this the correct button? That is not the correct button. Do I just not get the right button today? Okay, let's just press the right button. There we are. Oh, I did so many tries to get this to work. It didn't. So let's have a look at this. This is multi-arcade... sorry, not multi-arcade machine emulator. That's MAME. Multi-platform arcade game designer. So you get two screens when you bring it up. I'm opening this one up a little bit. Okay, the second that I've gone live, this has started to lag. So we will have some issues. Hopefully everything's not too bad for you. But here we are. So we get two screens. This is the one, this is the main one. And then we get this one as well. And I'm not sure what this is about. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. And it's like Windows Arcade Game Developer.exe version 0.7.1. It's a very early thing. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Machine, Spectrum with enhanced ULA, a standard Spectrum, which is what we're going to be using. And there's a reason for that. And normally I'd program a Roland game on an Amstrad, but there's a reason I'm going to do it on Spectrum. Then we have MSX, Amstrad CPC, Acorn Atom Mono, Acorn Atom Color, Acorn Electron, BBC, Dragon in Mono and Color, Coco, which what is that? It's is that the Coleco computer? I can't remember off the top of my head. It's essentially almost entirely compatible with the Dragon, which is interesting. Then we have the Enterprise, the Timex, which is essentially a Spectrum, the VZ200, which I don't know what it is, in mono and color, and the Spectrum Next. So we're going to be creating a game in standard Spectrum, and I'm going to click on that, Spectrum Standard, to set the machine. Then go up to Tools. And here's why we're doing the Spectrum version. Copy Spectrum graphics to Timex, copy Spectrum graphics to Amstrad, copy Spectrum graphics to Acorn and Dragon. The only one that I would need to do anything else with would be copy Timex graphics to MSX. So we're going to make a version of this for the Amstrad, the Spectrum, the Acorn, and the MSX. They really are the main ones. We might do Dragon as well. I've never done a Dragon 32 game before, so let's try for 5. We can't do a Commodore because it isn't compatible with this set. These are interesting sets, but we'll see how it goes. Hi to Hillside Junction. So this is what we're essentially going to be doing. We're going to be doing a lot of work here to get stuff going. So the first thing we need to do is set our window size. Now this looks pretty good. We've got a fair layout here actually. What's this? Score? If we click on score, oh, that's where the score is. So we can move the score. We can move the score. We can make a change. Okay, that's interesting. What can I do with the score? I can't move it. Or can I? Oh, what if I can move the score to the bottom? Can I? Yes, I can move the score. Right, let's move the score right down to the bottom and put it over here. This is the lives. We're looking at the lives. With that down here. Accidentally got it off the bottom of the page. There's your lives. And I don't believe we'll need a high score. But we could use energy. So hello Hillside Junction, how you doing? Here's our energy. Let's put this down here. Right. And then we're going to take this. This is our main screen, is it? What can I do with this? What is that? I don't know what that is. But let's take this. As well as your screen data, are you sure? No. I want to change this. Can I change? What the hell? Okay, I'm not very good at this yet. So if I press Shift, that doesn't change it. What if I press Control? That doesn't change it. Alt? Alt doesn't do anything apart from bring up them. Of course, Alt doesn't do anything but bring that up. Can I change this, though? What if I do this? What I want to do is try and make this wider. No. It's very difficult to work this out. This is my first time using this. Hi Mark, how you doing? So what I want to do is try and move that. Can I? Oh, that's interesting. To there. Right, I see how it works now. Right, click on no. We want to take this and start here, then go up to here. So we have a border around the entire thing. It's all your screen data. Are you sure? Yes. There we are. Right. Where's our high score or energy or whatever's happened? What is this? Take this and move it down here. Come on. No. What's... Oh, for goodness. Mark says, how long have I been programming this? Not very long at all. Let's turn that energy off. That isn't energy, is it? What if I click on this now? Yes, so the energy's gone. Can we have the energy back? No. Okay, so if I change this again to be from, let's say there to there, so I've got a long line. That allows the screen data. Are we sure? Yes. Where's energy? There it is. So if I highlight energy now, I should be able to move it out of where it was. There we go. So we put that energy over there. That's okay. We can sort that out later if we need to move it. Let's take this. What? Put it there. Right. Now I want to take that. No, don't change that. Oh, this is... Setting the window is always a hard part of the design, because it's a bit obnoxious at times. So I want to set it to here. And then right up to the corner with a border around. To there. Screen data, are you sure? Yes. We now have our screen set. So we're going to be able to move any character around in this part here. We've got our score, our lives, and the energy that we've got. Energy is an important thing, because last time it was one-hit kills on Roland, which I didn't mind because it's a standard platformer. But if we can have like levels of energy instead, then we could have something like, if you eat a cake, it gives you some energy back. So there we go. We started the game. That's the start of our game. Now we're going to need a sprite. Let's set up a sprite. Ooh, here we go. So now we've got some sprite data. Let's say we want... There we are. So we click around these and then we can set our colours. Well, we're going to want some kind of skin colour because we need Roland's face. There isn't any good skin colour, is there? Because we could have bright pink and we could do him like he was in the... No, Let's do it like this. Let's just have him as white. He's going to have a hat on. So we're going to draw this. This can take a while. It's one of those annoying parts of doing a game. Right. He's going to have a hat. He's also going to need to have some hair. So I'm now going to draw around this. No, down here. There's his head. It's very square at the moment because it's hard to draw this, actually. Surprisingly difficult to draw. There. Okay, there he is. This looks like crap, but it'll work. So, there we are. Right. And we're going to need shoulders. And a body. Oh my goodness, this is so tough. There's a slight amount of lag, you see. And that's unfortunate because I wish there wasn't. Right, I now don't have enough space for feet, so we're going to have to drop his body size down a bit. There we go. Oh, it's so floaty when you're trying to do this. It's got huge feet. What are you doing to yourself, Roland? Why have you got massive feet? You silly, silly man. You silly, silly man. Right, there we go. So... No! No, not the feet! Not the feeties! Okay, there we go. So... It looks like that at the moment. And that's as good as we need it for the moment. Oh dear. Right. Let's have a bit more design to this. So, essentially, that's his main thing. So, I can have him in 2 colours, you see. That's about as well as it goes. I suppose we can have him in yellow. That would be alright. This is frame 0. We go to frame 1. How do we get... Did I just move... Ooh, I just moved the entire thing. That's interesting. So, okay. Right. And then we can have a background colour. Yes, we can. Can I dig it? Yes, you can. Yeah, he's going to completely disappear on some of these, which is a bit annoying. But we are doing the ZX Spectrum. Right, let's bring up the manual at this point. Do we have a manual that's just a text file, or do we have to go into help? That is the entire sum total of the entire game here. It's interesting. It's how to build everything as well. It's got all kinds of compilers. It's actually quite interesting. There we are, docs. An example project. I don't want an example project. I want a document. Docs, multi-platform AGD in open document format. So I'll just load that up and then we'll have a look at, here we go. So you can actually get this from itch.io and it's perfectly fine. Yeah. Click on any enabled elements to select them and move them around, blah, blah, blah. As an alternative, click on boxes. You can do... Oh, that's nice. Right, we've got blocks. We can make all kinds of blocks. That's cool. That's nice to see that. But I'm looking for sprites. Here we are. Oh, look at the detail that this guy's making on his sprites. He's much better at this than I am. With his chunky... Actually, oh, guys, there's a little guy here, and he looks really cool. I much prefer that style. Oh, we could go for a chunky dude instead of just like a standard Jet Set Willy style man. Willy man. Oh, the fun we could have. So we could go for that, but no, I'm not going to at the moment. So I'm going to now turn this off so we can see our guy with his hand. There's his arm. Now he's going arm. Kind of looks like an arm. Let's go further down. There we are. So he's got an arm, And that will work for the moment. That will be fine for us. And there's a bit of hair. Kind of works. No, but that would be good. That's fine for us. And he will show that he's got different legs once we've worked this out. So we need to bring up now the buttons we need to change to the next one. Right, previous sprite, next sprite, step through sprite frames D and F. Create new frame is I. I for insert, R for removing the frame. Okay, so can we paste sprite? Grab sprite from Scratchpad. How do I copy sprite? Is M. Okay, M and R, M and K even. So it's very much the same keys as when we were doing it on the previous version. Here we go. So we're going to copy that with M to move to Scratchpad, and I to insert a new frame, and then K to paste it. Hey! So that was our first frame. If I put in another frame of him with his leg back a bit, then we can have it as if he's shuffling along a bit. So I'll just delete things there. So now it looks like he's got a leg that's going backward. And then we can bring that out as if his leg is going forward. It's going to be a bit simple, but it'll work. And it's all about trying to differentiate the legs between each other. Well, that looks terrible over there. So let's cut this down here so he doesn't look too... Hey, now it's working. Right, okay. So that's good. Let's move his arms back a bit. This'll work. Oh yeah, this'll work. This would look much better if we had multiple colours, but we don't, because the Spectrum sprite can only handle 2, foreground and background, before it starts getting weird and wonky. So we're not going to worry too much about that. There we go. So that's back in that position. Now insert another frame, paste the original, go backward a frame, grab that, go forward the frame, insert a new frame, paste this one, and move his arms to the front, as if he's swinging his hands as he goes. And then we'll have a basic animation. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put that there. No, that's too high. That's it. That will put his arm on his neck. Oh, did it. Now his arm is forward. Right. So this is his walking animation. What we're looking at is just this tiny bit here. Very, very simple. But there you are. There's a basic 8-bit early gaming walking animation. And that is the start of our game. We've got our guy. Hey, we've got our guy. And that is Sprite 0. That is our first dude. Our first dude, Roland. Oh, I best move my mouse off there. You can see that it's basically, I've got a recording button here for recording a video using a camera on a Mac. That is because I am bringing this onto the Mac to get it onto the streaming system. So I've got my text down the side of all the chat. And oops, Jen, are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need a hand? What have you dropped? Do you need a hand?
It's just my phone.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. So there we are. So this is going to work out quite nicely. So the actual game is being run on a PC, but the PC has been ported into the Mac to get onto the streaming system so that I don't have to mess about. So we're going to save at this point. This is a multi-platform arcade game designer. You cannot save outside of a one-word file. If you put spaces in, it won't compile. So Roland Redux, that's our base thing. Do you want to replace it? Yes. I will not be doing that again. I will be putting numbers on the end of it so that we can work with this. But we now have a sprite. We now need a screen. Now we need some blocks. We haven't got any blocks yet. Not window size. Not window size. We've already set it up. Don't do that. We need some blocks. Blocks are things that we need, basically. Yeah. Okay. Block 1 is empty block. Yes, we definitely want to keep an empty block because that is the background, basically. That is how things show up in the background. Let's go back up on this and see what the blocks thing is. So we want a platform block. That's so we can stand on things. Wall blocks are great because you can not pass through them, which is good. So let's do this. What's our things for here? Previous block is left arrow. Next block is right arrow. Create a new block is X. Okay. Invert block. You can't do that on the Amstrad. Oh, because it inverts the sprite colors. Yeah, which you can't do on Amstrad. Right. Select block type is R and T. So that's good. So we need to go to the next block. Okay, let's do that. Bring up this. Just bring them both up. Can we not bring them both? No, we'll use that. I don't like the new windows. It's got a weird interface. So this is a wall, and it actually sets up quite interesting blocks. So I like this. We're going to keep that as a wall. It's a nice idea for a wall. So I'm going to now create a new block, which is... Create a new block is insert or X. Right. So if I press X, create a new block. We can change the type. We're on a platform block. Let's have a platform. We don't want white because that our guy's standing on. Guy is white. His sprite's white. Let's have green. So we're going to have just grass. This is going to be a grassy block. And right across the top. We're going to have 2 lines of just normal there, like that. Then on, oh. No, no. And then we're going to have bits where it looks like it's a bit more bimbly blimbly. And then, can we have any more colours? No, we can't, can we? We can only have 2 colours. So, this is like a weird patterned block. This is your standard platform, apparently. Right, here we go. That just looks weird. I'm going to actually draw the entire outline of it. And then we can try and put some colours in it afterward by taking some of these out. There we go. So we've got that. That's our standard block now. And let's say we have little patterns of just patterned holes or something in the block, so it doesn't look completely solid. I don't like the idea of having a solid block. No, top needs to be solid so that the player knows that it's a solid block. But there's no reason we can't have anything else after that. So let's just have odd pattern as if it could be falling away. Try that. It just looks like a mess. I don't like this. So let's have as our standard platform. I don't want a complete block. I wish we could have more colours. This is the problem with working on Spectrum. You're very limited in colours due to many issues. I mean, the Spectrum's a great machine, absolutely wonderful, but it has issues with colour. So let's say we have a block like that, then a block like that, and then a block like that, and a block over here. I just want something that looks a little bit different, you know. And then we're going to change the background colour in a moment. There. So we've got a simple thing. Let's have something that doesn't look garish. Oh, can we invert them? That's not bad. I mean, blue and yellow, that could work. So let's see what I can do here. Yellow, and blue, yellow and black now. Right, there we are. That looks alright. If I invert it, it looks nice. Oh, actually, can we copy that? Does M allow us to copy? Does M? Hi John, how you doing? I'm playing with a new Amazon. Let me just read what you're saying. Amazon Prime Day purchase. Ooh, what you've been picking up? That sounds interesting. So M and K is still copy and paste. Let's try this. I haven't picked anything up this year on Amazon Prime. M and insert a new block K and invert that block. So we've got two different versions of platform. How's that? That's nice. We've got good stuff there. Right, so now we've got two potential platform blocks and a wall. Why am I moving the wrong mouse? So let's go out of here. We've got all of that. Let's go to screen editor and create our first screen. Screen 1. Right. We should be able to set this off now. If I come down to here, where's here? Screens. Whoa, that looks cool. Oh, that is a nice design there. Yeah, good use of spectrum with the dithered palettes as well. I like that. So, select blocks from the blank to the right of the screen layout. Left click will place a block on screen. Right click will undo the last block placement. So we can do this. We can set something up. USB streaming microphone. Always use the mics on the webcams, but this is so much. Yeah, I know the feeling. I absolutely know the feeling. If I come out to here. What the hell? Jenny, what have you done in here? Oh my goodness. Right, okay. So, Jenny was in here last night, as you might have known. She moved everything. So here you are. This is how I do my setup. Webcam, 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 microphone. All webcams are attached to this microphone here. The big one. And it makes clarity so good. Also means that I can switch cameras and you don't change what you hear because it's all coming from one source. Webcams are great, but you need an external microphone. So I'm glad you're happy with yours because it's so much better, isn't it? Right, let me just put this back down there. That's not great, is it? There we are. So let's go back over to here. So where is my button? I've got to move this over now. And where is it? Browser webcam 4. There we go. Setting things up is so hard. Right, we need, no, not that. So we need this to work out. So yeah, I'm glad you're happy. Right, let's see this. Click on this one. We need to set up some blocks. Let's say we start with a set of blocks down here. This is going to be different to how we had it before, though. So this is actually quite a nice way of doing things now, looking at it. This is a nice setup. So I'm going to do this going up. The game looks so different to what it did on the original version with Roland Rescue Redux. And the reason for that is that I'm not basing it on anything. It's essentially going to be Roland 3. Roland Goes Rescuing 3. And that's just how it is. So there we are. We've got loads of different levels and platforms. Let's have some walls in the middle of them so that you cannot pass. You shall not pass. With there we go. A bit of wall, and up here we should have some wall as well. Let's put a big wall coming down, like that. We'll take out these. Oh, haha! Wow, yeah, it goes back to the previous block. That's interesting. So I want a space there, and So we've got a simple layout. We have some ladders. Reminds me of Donkey Kong. We will definitely be having ladders. There's a lot of ladder work in a Roland game that I design. So we will be having some of those, don't worry. But I'm leaving spaces, as you might notice, on the bottom and the sides of the screen. Not all the sides of the screen, though. For a very specific reason. We want some space for Roland to be able to get in and out of this screen onto other areas. So let's do it like this. And I think that will work. But we don't have a ladder yet. So we can set up some blocks though. I believe there is a ladder block as an object or a block. Where are they? Yes, ladder block is a ladder. So we can set one of those up. Let's put some ladders in because that's a very good idea. Go to here now. And editor. Now we've got a screen. Let's actually set it onto the map. Screen 1. Okay, that appears to have worked. Go back to sprite positions. Not fonts. No, don't change the font. Oh, actually do change the font. We've got some good fonts. Let's go for the old style 70s computer style. Oh yeah, let's go for 70s computer style font. Overwrite existing font. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's looking good. Yeah, that's a nice set of fonts. I'm glad I did that now. Sprite positions. That's what we want. Sprite positions. We want this sprite. Where do we start him? That is the question. That is the question which we must decide. I want him here. No, I don't. I want him here. Oi, move the player. I cannot move him. That's a bit weird. What if I click on that? No, don't do another one. How do we delete that? Oh my goodness. I've got too many players. We've only got one player, now we've got 2 people on screen. What's going on here? Where's the sprite positions? Right. Delete selected sprite from... No, bloody doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't change it at all. Delete. 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 Delete that one. Delete him. No. Delete. There, fine. How many copies of this guy have we got? Right, he starts there, even though I don't actually want him to start there. So I'm going to delete that as well if I can. We really can't, can we? Right, so... Can I move him? At all? No? Oh, this is ridiculous. Right, I got rid of them. Okay, I want him to start somewhere interesting, but not in the top corner. Put him there. Yes, finally. Right, we're okay now. Now, so we got it. We should be okay with that. Save project. I want to save at this point as Roland Redux. One. There we are. Okay. And now we're going to go and put some thingies in. Let me just set this keyboard so that it doesn't fall over. Right, there we go. Right, let's go now and put in the ladder. Go back to blocks. And X to create a new one. Yes. Block 4. Type will be ladder. Okay, here we go. Right, we got a ladder now. So let's have let's go for a kind of yellowy. And if we do this well, it should work out nicely. Big chunky, yes. That's what we want. Big and chunky. with chunky lines. And because we can set it to go up, I've left one line there, but two there, and then one at the top, so it will just continue as if it's two. So let's do a little bit of dithering underneath. That doesn't work, does it? That looks terrible. Okay, let's not do that. Let's just leave it as a proper bulky ladder and just leave it like that. Right. A simple thing, very, very simple. Let's go back to the screens and grab this, and we'll set a ladder there. Now, because I've set it as a ladder, it will just know that it's a ladder and we'll be able to go up and down it, which is a nice feature in this. I'm now going to put a line there and a platform here, like that. And then take that down. No, not like that. Not like that. That one. That one there. That one there. And then a small ladder. A small bit there. Take that down from there. Take that out. There. And another one. And another one. No, there. Just so that you can have a look. We'll see how this goes. Right, it should be possible to get to these, and we're going to test it out. Hi, Sir Patrick, how you doing? Okay. File. Build the game. Oh, there's no way this is going to work, is it? Is this actually going to work? It appears to be. Seriously, is this going to actually work? I'll be amazed if it does. Okay, so that's loading, and we'll see whether it actually works in a second, I suppose. Since we're set up on a spectrum, this should work out. I'll be amazed. By the way, if you hear like a hum or a buzz in the background, it's because I've got a fan. Yeah, Patrick, it's like you said to me at the start. It gets easier. It absolutely gets easier. But you just got to take your time. Let's just leave that there while it's working. Ah, we have to wait for this. What happened? Did I do this wrong? Oh, I've broken it. Okay, let's close that down. Quit that. Come back to this. Tools. Can we not test the game? I thought we could test the game. Player events. Can I find the events? New found? No, we don't want to set that off yet. So we can set it right. It's the same as if we were. Where's my game gone? Screens. Yeah. Events. No. Editor. Sprite positions. No, we don't want that. We want the map. We start there, do we? Okay. Keyboard controls. No, that's not what I want. Where's the map? Where's the map so that we know what's going on? Right. Use left and right mouse buttons to select the screen to appear at each grid position. Cursors move map around the grid. Space enter or X sets the start screen. Okay. Let's see how it goes. So we get to move around and set. Okay, let's say we set here. X is our starting position. Okay, that's great. That works. So, okay, that's That really didn't do much, did it? So, save project. Roland Redux 1. No, that'll be 2 now. Oh, for goodness sake, go down to here. I really want this to work, but I want to show that it works. We need to know. we need to know, which means we've got to try it out. Tools, script generator, remove user routine, check game for faults. Okay, let's check the game for faults. No errors found. Yay! Let's set the keyboard controls. Okay. Up, down, left, right. It's WASD. Fire 1 will be I. Fire 2. Didn't know we could have more than one, but okay. O. And fire 3 will be P. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be the options. Okay, that sounds fine. That sounds fine. Right. We need to try the game. Where's our other game screen? This. Right, so that was when it was loading. What? Oh, that's just our log. That's what that is. Okay, that's fine. Now that I know that, that's fine. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if this will work. Build game. 22 warnings. 22 errors, sorry. No warnings. And it's working. Just leave it as it is, and we'll see how it goes. Right. While that's having a look, let's see what we say in the comments. Working on Zoom meetings, one for a batch of church group people, helping another with PowerPoint, both at the same time. Oh my goodness, that must have been a bit iffy. But it's good to hear you doing okay. John, so he picked his microphone up, 18 quid. That's not a bad price for a good microphone. Yeah. Nothing. Let's wait and see how this goes. How are you doing, Jen?
I'm alright. Why'd you suddenly turn around and ask me questions? What do you know?
I could hear you coming over, so I turned around. How are you doing?
I was going in there. I'm alright.
Do you want to say hi to everyone?
Hello to everyone. Do we have any Coke?
No, we don't, because you said we were cutting back. So
yes, we are. I'll go get some fizzy water.
Well, you could go and get some Coke.
No, I'll have fizzy water. It's fine.
Alright, I'll order some Coke when I order a McDonald's.
No, you're not.
Quick reference to last night. For those of you who were here last night, I was annoying Jen all night with ideas of getting some Coke. Right, so let's get back to this. And it hasn't done anything. Oh, this doesn't seem to have done a lot. So. Oh, now I can... It's just in basic. Run. Okay. 10. Print. Okay. Run. Variable not found. Who knows? Oh my goodness. What is going on? Why? So why didn't this work? I suppose I'm clicking on the wrong button again. I'm suppose with the wrong mouse even. Computer model. It's just a standard. Yeah. It's just a standard Spectrum emulator built into the program. Okay, that's weird. Right, close that down. So we've got our... So do we have to create the entire game before we can try it? That seems a bit weird. Okay. Intro menu. Suppose we didn't have intro. Game initialization. We should probably do something about that. Ah! Yes, we can't have a game initialization because we haven't got a game. So game initialization, let's do this. Hi Ohio, how you doing? That's the fonts, sprite position if you don't need that, keyboard controls. Script generator, okay. That doesn't look like what I've got here. A very powerful tool that will generate the basic control, the basic code for your game, and it's a very good way of getting started, especially for beginners. Okay, script generator. How do I do that? Read the read this fine manual is what Patrick has just said. I am trying. Tool script generator. It's not. Oh, because the thing's open. Yeah, I don't want the events file open. Close that. Go back to this. Tool script generator is what I want. Script generate. Okay, let's do this. Player controls. Okay. Alright, so we've got a script for going... Hi, T-Dowd, how you doing? Captain Dowd is here. So if we go to looking... Oh! Do we have to set a sprite? We do. Okay, we need to set a sprite for going the other way. So how do I mirror a sprite? That's our first thing. That's the first thing we do. We need to know how to mirror a sprite so we can have a guy go left and right. Because at the moment, all he can do is go left. Sorry, right even. Where's our... No, that's too far. Where's our sprite thing? Where's the sprites? Mirror sprite horizontally is H. So if I copy the sprite and just mirror it, that would work. Okay. Player controls, empty template. Rocket Man controls, top-down controls, platformer. So, right, there we are. We've now got a platformer. So, that's great. He's going to be a platformer. He's going to work platform style. I don't have to change anything unless I want to. Go back to sprites. Right. This is sprite frame 1. Copy. How do I create a new sprite? Create new sprite is X. And then we can mirror it with H. Okay. Create a new sprite. Placed. Mirror. Oh! Oh, look at this. Oh, we're doing so good now. Right, we go back with 1 and 2, previous sprite and next sprite. Okay. So I am getting somewhere now. I'm going to just move this slightly over if I can. Reduce the size of this and set it there so I can see the things while playing around with the text. So what's the game this time? This is basically, we're completely remaking Roland Goes Rescuing 2 from the ground up as a new game. Essentially, Roland Goes Rescuing 3. Roland Rescue Redux. Next frame. No, that's frame 3. 3 even. Copy that, go back to this one, insert a new frame, paste that, go that way, go back to the previous one, frame 3, copy that, go to the other one. Oh, sprite 1, frame 0 and 1. Have I got the... Right. Yeah, right. Insert new frame. Paste that again. Oh, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Copy that. Go to sprite 2. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Right. Copy that. Go to the next sprite. No. Yes. This is the one I want. Copy that. Next frame. Paste. So now he's going like this. Go back to the previous one. Copy that. Go back to sprite 2. Insert another frame. Paste that. So now he's going the other way. And he just walks like that. There we go. There we go. Ha 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 ha! Now we're getting somewhere. Right, we've got a sprite that walks backward and forward. We'll need a one for when he's climbing ladders and things, but that's fine. Go back to tools and the script generator. There. No, if he's going left, he needs to be the other one. Ah! Go left. Go right. There. He's a platformer type. Other events and all that. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So if we generate the scripts, erase existing scripts. Are you sure? Yes. Save project or export source to see your new scripts. Right. File. Save project. Roland Redux 3. I'm saving each version as when we save as a different file so we don't accidentally overwrite anything. Now, if we export the game, hopefully it'll work. Export game. Because I want to show you that this is working out. Oh, no. Yes, export game. No, we don't need to export game. We don't want to export game yet. Do we? Maybe. Perhaps we do. Roland Redux test. Roland Redux test. As .agd. Create a tab file. Yes. Oh yes, please do. Please create a tab file. Create a basic loader. Yes. Okay. 21 warnings. 21 errors. No warnings. Compiled. 1 file copied. Okay. Right. So did that work? Do I now have a game that works? Why am I loading this? I was going to download a... Oh, for goodness sake, get off the screen. There we are. What I want to do now is actually make a test. So let's build the game. It's loading in. I seem to have no sound. Oh, that's because it's sound off. No, there's just no sound. Let's see if this works. We won't be able to go anywhere, but it should work. Let's see if this... Oh, you can tell that this is a more sedate version of the show than what we had last night, because live game coding is always like it's the easy-going night of the week for this channel, where we're testing stuff and learning new things, visiting strange new games, seeking out new life and new civilizations. Oh dear, what am I like? Let's see if it works. If it works, I'll be amazed. All we should be able to do is walk left, walk right, and jump. It didn't work. It did not work. Right. So, let's close this then. Because it's clearly not working. Why is my mouse going so slow? Weird. Okay. But that said it created a tab file, which is a tape file. Which means I should be able to load it into a Spectrum emulator. Do I have a I do have a Spectrum emulator, don't I? Yeah, let's go to the file browser. Multi-platform AGD documents. Let's go into documents. It should be in here. Events, Roland Redux, blah 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 blah. Where's the tab file? Didn't make one. It didn't. It did not make a tab file. Okay. So it didn't do what we thought it was going to do. Interesting. But where's my V1s and V2s with all my... There they are. That's a lot of Roland Reduxes. Roland Redux test.agd. It hasn't done it. Interesting. So what have I done wrong? Clearly we've done something, so we don't know what it is. Anyway, let's go back in. We'll work this out because that's fine. Let's go back to the screens. Because we haven't exactly finished, have we? Go back to the screens. Dun, 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 dun. This is the screen as we've got it so far. And I think we need to add some extras because we haven't got any monsters. We've got to have a monster. There's got to be at least one monster on the screen. And this is really slowing down on my end. The PC does not... I don't know why it's going so slow. Yeah, it's... I wonder what... I don't know whether it's the PC being slow or the Mac. I don't know. But we've got a lot of space. I'm just going to use this mouse instead. It's the PC that's going slow. So we've got all this space here. I want a monster that comes up and down here, which will be coming down to land on our guy who is starting down here. If he doesn't move, pretty sharpish. So we'll start the monster about there and it'll come down and up and down and up. So we need to have a monster. Can I have... Wow, this is so slow. What has happened? What's gone wrong? What's wrong with your game? Doesn't like this at all, does it? Okay, so let's go to editor. And sprites. What does the manual say about testing? Yeah, we'll have to have a look in a minute. I want a monster first, though. Let's have a new sprite. X to create a new one. Isn't it? Yes. Here we go. And this is going to be a red one, and it's going to be a Grimbly. So it's going. I suppose it would be red. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have red for danger. There's it. And we're going to have a Grimbly. He's going to be like a goblinoid type of person, and he's going to be big and not happy at all. But we're going to have him kind of cute. I want him to look fun. So he's going to be big, and he's going to have huge feet. Feet, plural. One, two, three, and across there. Go. Yes. And down to the... This is so slow tonight. Don't know what's going on with his feet. Two across. And down. Yeah. Wow, this is so harsh. Okay, this is hard to do because for some reason everything is slowing down. But we're gonna make what we can of it anyway. Across. My goodness. What has happened to this thing? We were doing alright until I asked it to compile several times in a row. Now that looks like eyeballs, so that's not good. So I'm going to take those out there. Then they'll look like they're separated. Oh my goodness. It's like it's not possible to do this properly without it messing up. Are you sure you don't have too much? It's running on a PC on its own. That's the annoying thing. There's nothing else running. The Mac is just broadcasting perfectly fine. 26 kbps and only using 22% of the CPU. This, however... Oh, look what's in the corner. Look what's in the corner. Oh, look. Look at what we've got down here. Your device needs to restart to install updates. No wonder. Thanks, Windows. I'm trying to work, you little git. This doesn't look like claws, but never mind. It'll be close enough. So... Seriously, just frickin' hell. There we are. Right. By the way, like I said at the start, this is using multi-platform arcade game designer, which you can download from itch.io. Jonathan Coldwell, I believe, made it. And it's a free download, or you can give them like $1.99 as a thank you, which I did. So... I am happy to say that I did. And we're doing alright here. Can I? Yeah, there we are. Oh my goodness, so slow! Dun, dun, dun. And this runs on PC. It doesn't run on Mac, which is an annoyance. Because otherwise I'd have just been running this on the Mac instead of running two computers for the price of one. But we're going to get there. What I'm trying to make is a Grimbly. And he's got to have big claws. And big teeth. You won't see many of the teeth because on this version because it's so, well, monochrome. But he will have them. Why not save and reboot? Because I'm trying to do this and see how it goes. And if I reboot, it will install. It will force install updates, and I don't have the time or the patience. That's how it goes. I don't like the very patriarchal attitude that Microsoft have these days. Of we know best. We know what you should be doing with your computer at any time, And no, you don't, Microsoft. Get the hell out of my computer. If I could have installed any other system, I would have. But unfortunately, due to the nature of the beast, I have to be using Windows for this. So here we are. Right. Let's bring another one down onto here. Essentially, I'm trying to create an outline effect to show the face and the teeth without going over onto too much of the other bits, because you can't. It's all about, since you're doing everything in single color, it's all about having these outlines around parts, so that you're essentially drawing a sprite in negative space rather than positive, and it's very hard to bring across clearly. It's like, essentially, I'm drawing an outline of a monster in 2 colors, and it's so difficult to bring that across well. So when you see a well done sprite on a game, it's like you really should say well done to the artist, because they will have spent an awful lot of time learning how to do that. Time I haven't spent, as you might imagine. Right, here we are. So I'm going to draw some eyes now. They're going to be angry eyes. Beverage of choice today is just flavoured water. I'm just drinking juice. This looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Yeah. Patrick says he's downloaded a copy himself. Excellent. I'm going to now colour most of this bit in, so that looks right. Yeah. And big angry eyes. Seriously, just move the bloody mouse 1 point. Holy crap. Still at 22% on the computer. The computer is not overloaded or taxed too hard or anything. It's just not wanting to do any work. Now, I can understand that. I don't want to do any work either, but sometimes you've got to go to work. And that's just how the world is, so come on, computer. Let's get this done. Right down the middle, come on. Draw it, yes. And I. And I. Now let's bring this to the top, where we're going to have... Give me some movement on this frickin' mouse. Please. Come on. Alright. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It does this while waiting for updates to be installed. Yeah. It slows the entire computer down because Microsoft decides what it wants you to do with your computer, essentially. I don't like that. There's a reason I went to Mac. Although, when I went to Mac, Steve Jobs was still alive, and he actually made sure that stuff worked properly. Tim Cook does not have the same view on stuff as Steve Jobs did. I'll tell you that right now. Well, this looks like a complete mess. I'm just gonna colour in the entire middle. Right now it looks ridiculous. But if I have the basic idea of the creature, then this might work. And what I can actually do as well is try to get some movement here. Right. Here we go. Come on. Move there. Remember, for those of you who did follow this before, when we were making the previous game, now it looks like a giant knob. Oh, what have I done? You might remember we ended up with some quite fun animations at times, with like goblins in aircraft and goblins running around doing weird stuff. And the animations were quite nice because I had more than just, excuse me, 2 colours to play with. It was so much easier. I don't like this on Spectrum. I don't like it. It's not as good. And I know that that's going to hurt Spectrum fans, but come on. Excuse me, it's true. Right, now I've got this all coloured in. we can start working this out. So I want angry eyebrows. There we go. No, one up. There's an angry eyebrow. That looks like a pretty good angry eyebrow to me. So let's have another one there. Oh, wrong colour, wrong colour. There we are. Yeah, they look like good angry eyebrows. And bring this down here. And let's have a this bit there. Seriously, move the bloody thing across. Come on. Right. That looks alright. Then 1, 2 across. And this is actually starting to look a lot better now that I've got the full thing. And we're essentially drawing in outline. There's a good set of eyes. They look angry. I like the angry eyes. Right, this is starting to look like a monster now. So we've got there we are. And we'll have a big nose. Like a huge snozzlinger. What's a linger? A schnozzlinger. We all know what a schnozzlinger is. Oh yes, if you don't, ask your mum. What am I talking about? Draw that there, drop that down to here. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. This is better. This is the much better. No. There and there. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. And just to top it all off, we'll have an upset face, an upset mouth even. Yes, now this is starting to look good. Okay, no, wrong bit. And there. So, we could put horns. We've got the space. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. But now he's got Vulcan ears. Okay, that's weird. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, every now and again, have you noticed it just starts to work again? The mouse starts to flow. This is Windows. This is what Windows does, and it's so obnoxious. Bring this down to here. There we go. Right. He looks pretty angry, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So, let's copy that. And how do I insert another frame? Where's my frame? Think about the sprites. Where's the sprites? Come on. Is it I to insert frame? Create new frame is I. Yes. Create a frame. Paste that. No! Previous frame. Copy that. Next frame. Paste it. Next frame. No, there isn't a frame. There isn't a next frame. Insert another frame. Hope I'm not using Windows. I think this is Windows 10. So there we are. So we now get to move this up. So what we're going to do now is, using Windows 10, not having any problems. Let's have a look. Start. Pretty sure this is Windows 10. No, this looks like Windows 10 to me. Yeah. So what I need to do now is we've got to do some changes because we need it to be animated. Let's move these two bits on the top in. And put that there. And then put this one over here. For God's sake, do this one. Do it properly. Do it properly. Come on. Holy crap, it's just not... This is Windows. My CPU is down to 20%. It's just not wanting to do anything while it's waiting to put in updates. That's so obnoxious. What the... Paste. We start again. Yeah, it's Windows 10. What the hell? It's just drawn up. Paste. I can't believe it just did that. It just decided, oh, I'm not gonna stop pressing the button. Thanks. That's just wonderful. Thank you very much. It's exactly what I needed from your computer to not register the mouse click. That's just fantastic. That'll never be upsetting for anyone who's trying to do any work ever. Holy crap, man. This is not a good advert for Windows, is it? Right. Move his eye up. Across one more eye. Down. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So it's not much of a movement yet. But if I go back there. So he does. His eyes move and his ears twiddle. So that's nice. But I need his left foot to move as well. So what we're going to do is have this go up a bit. So we need to take out 4 of these blocks. And it's a simple bit of animation, but it'll work. Seriously, move the bloody thing across. Come on. Yes. Move it! Oh my goodness. Holy crap, this is so hard. Go across? Yes. So then we replicate the next layer down, which is just to put that there. There. Take that one out. Then join these up. Come on. Come on. Come on. There. Oh, it's like pulling teeth. Holy crap. Right, let's go previous. Yeah, that works. It's like he's moving his foot. Right. Final frame. 1, 0, 1, 2. Insert another frame. Put that one in. Yes. So here we are again. And we change these up again so he's looking up. And there again. Yes. Yeah. Move his ears in again. And then we move the right foot this time instead of the left. Well, technically it's his left, but our right. And that's what I'm talking about. So it'll look like it's... Oh, for goodness sake, just print the bloody things in the right place. Come on! Oh my goodness! He's just so obnoxious. Right, there we are. Right. And all he's going to do is walk. It's a simple walk. I'm going to have him walk one way sometimes, and then we'll have a different coloured version of him, and he'll walk a different way. That's the idea. That's how this will work. Right. Eyeball. There. We don't want him to lose his eyeball. There he is. Right. So we move all of this up one, which just requires us to press that. Cut out all of this bit. We're turning it black. Seriously, just get to the right bloody point. Right. Next one across. There. I go for very, very simple animations on these because we're essentially working out how to make a game. We're not trying to make the greatest game ever. That was never the point of this show. We want to make good games, but we want to learn how to use the software first. There we go. Oh, press the wrong button. Okay, so now we should be able to see this. So if we go forward, there, it sounds like that. And now he moves his feet as he walks. And there we are. Simple, simple animation. But it looks pretty good. It's obvious what he's doing. He's moving his feet. And his eyes are moving. There we go. That's our baddie. That's a Grimbly. That's a Grimbly. And we can now do that and just change all the font, all the colours and all sorts. So if I were to go to copy this and create another sprite and then paste him in and go to the previous sprite, and then next frame, copy that, next sprite, insert a frame, paste that, go to the previous sprite, grab the next frame, which is actually the same as the first one, so I've got to sort that out easily enough. Get this one, next frame, insert a frame, paste it again, go back to the previous one, get the final frame, grab that, next sprite, yeah, insert and paste that frame. Now all we need to do to get a different enemy is change the colour, and this one could be one that goes sideways or up and down or whatever we want. Now he's a different enemy. That's all we need to do. That's how it works. Yeah, and he walks the same, but he's a different colour. Right, so let's put some monsters into the game. Go to editor. Since we've only got one screen at the moment, editor, sprites. Then when we select sprites, we don't need to worry about being on the wrong screen. Not editor, not sprites. What am I doing? Editor, yes. Please just bloody work. Seriously, Windows, what the hell did you think you were playing at? Sprite positions is what we want. We've only got one screen, so I don't need to select which screen we're working on. We're just on this one. Right, we want a Grimbly. I want a Grimbly. Give me the bloody Grimbly. Give it here. This is next to impossible to work on now. And it's just getting worse. So, he starts there, because it always puts him there. But if I press here, he should move. Yes, he does. There we go. So now we have a Grimbly that goes there. And I'm going to have another one of this one here. At some point it'll bloody work. There. Okay, so now we have our Grimblies, but we don't have anything sorted out for how they work. So tools, and we need script generator. Sprite type 1 is our Grimbly. Okay. Sprite type 1. Empty template. Rocketman controls, no, top-down controls. Platformer. Ladders and levels. Left-right shoot 'em up. Static collectible. Pushable block. Moving platform. Bouncing nasty. How's that? So he'll be a bouncing nasty. So we go to this one. Did that change? A higher steam and steel. It does look complicated, but it's not once you really get into it. Seriously, this bloody thing isn't moving. Oh, come on! Get your hand, get the mouse over it, and then click on it again. So it's the next version, which unfortunately doesn't show us the pictures properly. We want, what do we want? We want to get past mounting nasty. We want a different kind of nasty this time. Horizontal patrol. So one goes up and down, and the other one goes left and right. There we are. We've got the thing. generate the scripts. Erase existing scripts. Are you sure? Yes. That makes sense. Yeah, very much so. Once you get used to it, it's reasonably simple. Has that worked? That's dealt with it? Okay, hopefully that has worked. And, right, now we're going back to the moment the mouse decides to work again. I am so angry with Microsoft with this at the moment. Oh my goodness. Right, let's go down. We need to find now the idea of how to generate it and test it. Because I thought I was doing it right, but apparently I'm not. Clearly, because it's not working. Seriously, can you please, mouse, just frickin' work? Full screen it. There we are. Right, let's have a look at this. Sprite positions, no. Keyboard controls, we've done. Script generator, yeah. Right, there we are. Pushable block, moving platform, all of this. Bouncing nasty, dead the enemy script that bounces the sprite diagonally around the screen. That's not what I want! Oh, we want vertical patrol, not bouncing nasty. I don't want him to bounce. That actually, no, I don't want him to bounce. I want him to go around the screen. So we don't want bouncing nasty. Come here, come here, come here. Bouncing nasty, horizontal patrol, vertical patrol. That's what we want. Nice. I'm glad I looked at that. Building your game. Right. To test your game, simply press F5 and the system will attempt to build it. If successful, fire up an emulator for the relevant machine, run your game. Need to configure your own builds for the less popular formats. First need to export your code as an AGD file. Okay. In the same directory as the compiler. Oh, that's why it's not working. It's not in the same directory. Ah, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay. So, generate scripts. Generate the scripts. Because we've changed to vertical instead of horizontal. That's why it wasn't working, because there was nothing to run. It was building and compiling, but nothing was running. Right, so we generated the scripts. So now, we're going to export this. Come on, come on. Please, dude, come on, for goodness sake. Seriously, for goodness sake. Save the project. Let's save at this point. Save Roland Redux. Roland Redux version 4. So we saved it. Now we're going to compile it. Because it says we have to compile first. File. Export game. Now there, multi-platform arcade game developer is where I should be putting it, apparently. Yeah. Compiler source. Is that where I put it? Right. To build a game, you'll need to first export the code, as this should be saved in the same directory as the compiler. I'm assuming that that is compiler source then. Wouldn't it? Because it can't be. It has delete me.agd. Perhaps we save it here. Let's have a look into compiler source though, just in case. No items. Interesting. Okay, we're going to save in here just to see if this works. And if it doesn't, we'll try saving in the root file, which I'm not sure we need. Roland test. Create a tap file. Yeah, sure. Create a basic loader. Yes. Okay. Now, we should just have to press F5. Oh, please tell me this is going to work. Do you please tell me this is going to work? Program loader. Come on. Oh. It's found loader. It's loading. But it did this last time as well. And then it didn't do anything else. And that was a bit of an issue. Oh, please tell me this is going to work. Come on, please tell me this is going to work. All we need to see is this is the little doodlingers moving around, the little grimblies. And then it'll be okay. Then we'll know. Then it'll be fine. Come on. But if it doesn't work, then we know that we need to save, instead of in compiler source, we need to put into the other one, into the root, and then we'll be able to work this out. So we've been going like an hour and a half, and we've got 2 monsters. We've got a sprite that walks left and right. We've got a screen in a game, and we've worked out how the controls kind of work. This is not working. So now we know it needs to go in the other one. That's okay. This is the learning process. This is how we learn. And close that down. Yeah. So we know that we need to save the HUD file in the other position. File. Export game. So we know it's not in compiler source. It's in here. MP-HUD. That's fine. Roland test. Save it there. Create tab file. Yeah. Yeah. Create basic loader. Yes. And compile. And test to run it. So, now that we know that, we're going to try it again. And we're going to see how this works. Loader. Okay, let's work this out. Let's see how it goes. Let's find the loader. And if this doesn't work, I don't know what to think. And I'll have to have another look at stuff. But it should work. Also, last time with Roland Goes Rescuing 2, we didn't have sound because I couldn't get it to work in that particular version of Arcade Game Developer as we were using. However, this version can import sound tracker files and just create the soundtrack from that. This is running slower than a real spec. Yeah, because the damn thing's not running properly. However, like I say, it imports sound tracker files and it'll just make the sound work when you compile it. So that's really cool. So I'm thinking of what sound tracker files we could get and plug into the game. That would be fun. I mean, something like Amadeus. Okay, I have no idea why this isn't working. Okay, but, you know, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. I thought I got it right, but apparently I have not. Close that. Let's go back to... Where's the mouse? Export the code as HUD. Should be saved in the same directory as the compiler. Be asked if you wish to build an assembler listing. I don't remember seeing that. When assembling using WinA, PalmStride, CPC, we wish to add a line to the start of the assembler listing to speed up the process. Weird. Okay. Didn't seem to want to do that. Okay. Try select the 48K mode in the emulator. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to have to look at this for quite a while to work out what's going on with these. I don't know. There's stuff there that I don't get yet, but I'll work it out. Anyway, what I can say is we've got the makings of a game. They're not the best, but that's not the point. This is the first steps in a game. We've got some interesting stuff. Let's go back to the screen. We've got the start of a game. We have a guy who will start here. If he doesn't move, the Grimbly that's coming down will get him. If he goes over here, the Grimbly that's going left and right will get... Actually, the Grimbly will get him anyway because I've just realised we need to change some of these blocks here. The Grimbly will walk straight through those platforms. It won't walk through any bricks. So let's change one of those to a brick. And we can do that with the screen editor. Oh, we're already on the... What the hell am I... Yeah, of course we're on the screen editor. Right, grab the block. I'm going to change this one here. This blank space. So now, there we are. You can't get through there, but you can jump. Which means you can still get past through. You don't have to climb all the way to the top and then come down from above and go down. You can just try and jump through. So it's going to work. It's going to be interesting, but it isn't interesting yet. And that's a bit of an issue for us, isn't it? So there we go. But we're getting there. And what I'm thinking is we do a final thing. A final extra block. Because we can have more than one background style block. If I create this, empty block it's called, we can start doing interesting things. Like, let's have just a paint splat. Splat of paint. On a wall. And it's a completely arbitrary looking thing. There we are, just a splat. A dot there. Maybe a couple of dots down here. Just a complete splat. It doesn't matter that it's weird. We'll have it as a dark thing if we can. Yeah, there we are, dark. Now we can put little splatters on the background and we'll just be able to walk right through them because that's the point. On the screen, splats of paint. Let's have one right next to where the player starts, so that the player will then know that you can walk through those ones. And one over here. Maybe a couple up here. Just a background detail, essentially. Adds a little bit of texture to the background. And yeah, you can just walk straight through those. Why? Because. And that's all we're going to do tonight. We've been going for an hour and a half. I'm going to spend some of the evening working out what's going on with the game and why certain things aren't working. So we'll save the project. And in documents, what are we up to? Roland Redux 5. And then we're going to load an example project and see if that will save. Just you know, just because. Roland Redux 5. So that's saved. Now we're going to load whatever example project there is and see if it'll work. File. Load project. And see what happens. Multi-platform arcade game developer. Example projects. Giza.apj. AGD project files. What's in here? Right. Let's test it. Press F5. What happens if I press F5 on Giza? If this works, then we have an idea that maybe we should save it in that particular place instead. Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Bum bum ba 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 ba. Oh, oh. Let's see if this works. If it does, that'll be very interesting. Okay, that didn't work either. So something's gone wrong. Seriously gone wrong. Yeah. Huh. List. No, not list. What's list? Look, I can just load. It's just gone to the emulator and then reset itself. So yeah, something's wrong. You don't save in that particular place. Okay, we'll work it out. We'll definitely work it out and see how we go from there. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed this first foray into this. This is new to me as well as to you guys if you haven't seen it before. So I think we've done all right for our first attempt. Like literally, I downloaded this about half an hour before we started the show, and we'll see how it goes from there. But this is going to be a lot of fun. It means that we can, excuse me, once it's all working and we've got the game together, it means that we've got a game that I can convert to, excuse me, sorry, Amstrad, Spectrum, MSX, things that I've never done an MSX game. How cool is that going to be? Put it onto an Acorn as well. That'll be cool. The Acorn Electron, I think it'll work on. That'll be very interesting. I'd love to make an Electron game. I can play it on my Electron. Anyway, take care, guys. Have a great evening. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And tomorrow we're doing... We finished Rule of Rose last week. We haven't got a... Oh, we have got a game. We're doing Flashback tomorrow. That was it. That was it. That's why I've got the Flashback cartridge out. So tomorrow we're doing Flashback as a Let's Play. Thursdays is, of course, Final Fantasy. And on Friday we have Star Trek Adventures. But until then, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great evening. Take care and have a great evening. Bye! Happy gaming!